When we seek to strengthen our self-confidence, it's interesting to mirror ourselves in confident figures who impart genuinely significant teachings. Marcus Aurelius devoted precious moments to record profound reflections in his Meditations. This work is a treasure trove of philosophy, brimming with insights on shaping our inner confidence. Reflecting on life and its nuances can be like finding a lighthouse in the darkness. Philosophers like Aurelius teach us that self-confidence isn't an inborn gift, but rather an internal journey. It's about cultivating the mind, nurturing courage, and embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. The lives of these philosophers stand as living testimonies to their own ideas. Aristotle, for instance, believed that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. Socrates, known for his maxim, "Know thyself," constantly sought inner truth. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations are considered one of the greatest works of philosophy. Hence, in this video, we'll draw from his wisdom as motivation to discuss 10 things we must do to build our self-confidence. 1. Focus on building your character. Marcus Aurelius urges us to ponder. Consider for what purpose you were created, and having considered it, find your resolve. When we examine our daily lives, we realize that self-confidence intertwines with the quality of our character. From the earliest moments, familial affection shapes a foundation, yet it's in life's journey that we build our moral structure. Interpersonal skills and a sturdy character become our allies in challenging social situations. Character, this intrinsic moral aspect, is an internal compass guiding our actions. It's an ongoing process of self-evaluation, comparing who we are, who we aspire to be, and who we fear becoming. Stoics remind us that each challenge is an opportunity to refine our character towards continuous evolution. Striving for kindness, honesty, and diligence is part of this cultivation. Educating oneself to treat everyone with respect is a daily mission. Character, unlike wealth or power, remains our most integral possession. It defines our rise or fall. It's the legacy we leave to the world. Marcus Aurelius's life reflects these principles. As an emperor, he not only governed, but also sought to refine his character. His philosophical work, infused with wisdom, is a legacy spanning centuries, inspiring humanity to cultivate a resilient and noble character. Following in Marcus Aurelius's footsteps, we recognize that true self-confidence isn't just external. It's forged internally in the strength of character that shapes our life's journey. 2. Practice. Self-acceptance. Marcus Aurelius guides us. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Often, we get lost in our imperfections, failing to value our strengths. Overemphasis on our flaws can breed insecurities and distance us from self-love. Fear of loneliness can prevent us from enjoying our own company. Self-acceptance requires learning to be comfortable with oneself, finding joy in one's own presence. It's self-love that nurtures self-confidence and generates a more positive outlook. When we genuinely love ourselves, we reduce the need for comparisons and free ourselves from external expectations. Recognizing oneself as complete and whole is the first step toward acceptance. Nobody expects perfection, and accepting who we are allows us to grow without self-blame. Marcus Aurelius's life, an emperor known for his pursuit of virtue and wisdom, reflects this practice. His Meditations testify to introspection and acceptance of human nature with its virtues and flaws. Practicing self-acceptance goes beyond physical appearance. It involves honesty with oneself and forgiveness. Reflecting on past mistakes is a way to release the burden of regret. strengthening self-esteem. Self-love and self-acceptance are daily choices, a commitment to one's essence. Self-acceptance is a unique journey for each individual. It's learning to value who we are, regardless of circumstances or external expectations. Why not choose acceptance over self-criticism, embracing our true essence? 3. Focus on your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If we constantly feel down, it might be that our fundamental beliefs about ourselves are negative. Deep-rooted thoughts like, "I'm unworthy of love," or "I'm a failure," influence our choices and perceptions. Challenging these ingrained ideas is the first step. Picture yourself in a courtroom where an internal lawyer relentlessly defends this notion of failure. It's time to gather evidence to challenge this narrative. Make 2 lists. One enumerating the supposed evidence of your failure, and another listing why this idea isn't true. Just as Marcus Aurelius sought truth and wisdom, challenging these negative thoughts is a journey towards self-acceptance. It's recognizing the strength of reasons that counter this self-perception and replacing them with more balanced and rational thoughts. These thought patterns are like familiar trails, but often filled with negativity. The more we cling to negative thoughts, the more our self-esteem is affected. Changing these patterns might seem daunting, but it's a way to nurture healthier self-esteem. Marcus Aurelius's life, reflected in his meditations, reveals his quest for clear thinking and discernment. His writings are an invitation to challenge ingrained ideas and seek internal truth, a practice that remains relevant to this day. 4. Make a plan and stop overthinking. Marcus Aurelius instructs us, turn your desire into stone, quench your appetites, keep your mind focused on itself. We live in an era where we plan much and act little. Having goals is the first step, but action is what truly matters. Brilliant ideas and plans have no value if not followed by concrete actions. If you aim for a career change, deciding is just the beginning. It's crucial to qualify oneself, seek certifications, and actively apply for new opportunities. If the goal is to improve fitness, regularly lifting weights and controlling diet are essential actions. Ceasing excessive research or preparation and starting to act is the real driver of self-confidence. Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, achieved success and fulfillment not just through thoughts, but through actions. They understood that planning alone isn't enough. It's actions that drive confidence as they demonstrate commitment and determination. In Marcus Aurelius's life, we see a leader who didn't just philosophize, but also acted. His meditations weren't just theories, but reflections applied to daily life. This practical approach is a legacy of the Stoics that resonates to this day. Action is the key to increasing self-confidence. Transforming plans into tangible actions is what propels us towards our goals. Ceasing procrastination and starting to act is the path to fulfillment and self-confidence. 5. Keep your word. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, fulfill, honor your promises, be what your father hoped you would be. Fulfilling our promises is more than a social gesture. It is a commitment to our integrity. When we promise something, it is not just an agreement with others, but an internal pact of loyalty to ourselves. Keeping our word means respecting commitments, both those made with others and those established with ourselves. It is a way to test our own integrity by maintaining consistency between what we say and what we do. This consistency strengthens our self-esteem and confidence. A promise is one of the deepest forms of communication, but breaking it has an emotional cost. Research shows that breaking promises affects our brains, causing emotional conflict and suppressing honesty. This action undermines not only others' trust in us, but also our self-esteem. In the life of Marcus Aurelius, we see a leader who strove to fulfill his promises, not only to maintain his integrity, but also to build trust among those around him. His philosophical work reflects a commitment to truth and sincerity with oneself. Honoring our promises is not just a matter of social courtesy, but a reflection of who we are. Keeping our word strengthens our self-esteem and others' trust in us. It is a constant commitment to integrity, essential to experiencing life authentically. 6. Take responsibility for your actions. Marcus Aurelius guides us. Do your work without complaining. Taking responsibility for our actions is a fundamental trait of high self-esteem. The lack of acceptance of responsibility is often linked to low self-esteem. When we blame others, we miss the opportunity to grow and learn from our mistakes. It is common to blame external factors for our failures. However, individuals with high self-esteem direct their energy towards finding solutions instead of dwelling on circumstances. They understand that mistakes are part of the journey and use these experiences as learning opportunities. In Marcus Aurelius's life, we see a leader who not only commanded, but also took responsibility for his actions. In his meditations, he reflects on internal control over our reactions to situations, a practice that elevates self-esteem and strengthens autonomy. Taking responsibility means taking control of one's own life. It involves learning from mistakes, focusing on solutions, and living according to one's values. High self-esteem manifests when we realize the power of self-management and autonomy in building a life aligned with our choices. 7. Don't talk too much about yourself. Marcus Aurelius guides us. Get used to paying attention to what is said by another, and, as far as possible, try to inhabit the mind of the interlocutor. It is common to fall into the trap of talking excessively about ourselves. Studies show that about 30 to 40% of our conversations revolve around ourselves, a reflection of the pleasure we experience in sharing personal information. However, talking too much about ourselves can have costs, not only in terms of time and energy, but also in our relationships and credibility. People who monopolize conversations tend to diminish others' contributions, showing lack of interest and awareness towards others, which can negatively affect our self-confidence. In Marcus Aurelius's life, we see a leader who valued attentive listening and understanding others' perspectives. His meditations reflect a desire to understand others and move away from gossip and judgments, cultivating the virtues of curiosity and compassion. Avoiding conversations centered on gossip and judgments is a way to cultivate more meaningful relationships. Instead of monopolizing conversations, it is essential to develop listening skills, show genuine interest, and seek topics that promote enriching and mutually beneficial conversations. 8. Remember death. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. The Stoics valued the practice of memento mori, the constant reminder of mortality. This daily reflection does not aim to create a sober environment, but offers inspiration, motivation, and clarity. Reflecting on our mortality is not about living in fear, but facing daily life with courage and a focus on what truly matters. This morning routine can help face challenges without fear, providing the necessary perspective to prioritize our lives according to our values and aspirations. In Marcus Aurelius's life, we see a leader who not only recognized life's transience, but also valued each day as a unique opportunity. In his meditations, he emphasizes the importance of living according to moral principles, recognizing life's brevity as a motivator for meaningful action. Therefore, daily remembrance of death is not a reminder to live in fear, but to live with purpose. Valuing each day and acknowledging our own finitude propels us to make decisions aligned with our values and leads us to act in a way that brings us closer to the kind of person we want to be. 9. Ignore the critics. Marcus Aurelius offers a valuable lesson. When someone blames you or hates you, or people express similar criticisms, go to their souls, delve inside, and see what kind of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be distressed by any specific opinion they may have about you. The naysayers are those prone to constantly criticize and oppose, regardless of your purpose or action. When we strive for something beyond the ordinary, we attract criticism from the naysayers. They fear change and evolution, expressing opposition to innovation or progress. However, the control we have lies in how we react to these criticisms. Their voices may be loud, but they do not deserve the power to disturb our inner peace. In Marcus Aurelius' life, we see a leader who sought to understand the underlying reasons behind criticisms and oppositions. In his reflections, he emphasizes the importance of not allowing others' opinions to shake our inner balance. It is crucial to remember that we are shaped by the people we surround ourselves with. If someone is constantly rejecting ideas or criticizing without justification, it may be wise to ignore those voices. After all, our energy and focus are valuable resources, and directing them towards negative people does not contribute to our personal growth. 10. Have an evening confidence ritual. Marcus Aurelius, in his reflections on the characteristics of the rational soul, offers a powerful insight into self-awareness, self-examination, and self-determination. However, he also indicates paths to strengthen self-confidence, essential for taking care of oneself, interacting positively with others, and finding pride in the way we live our lives. While part of self-confidence is genetically determined, the rest is under our control. Cultivating self-confidence can become a daily practice, especially at night, before sleep, when we can reflect and prepare the ground for a more confident future. Keeping a gratitude journal is one of these accessible exercises. By listing 3 to 5 things we are grateful for daily, we cultivate an appreciation for life's small joys. Recognizing even the smallest daily blessings gives us a positive perspective and allows us to face upcoming challenges with more confidence and positivity. Similar to the gratitude journal, the success journal offers an opportunity to acknowledge our daily victories, whether big or small. It is not just about monumental achievements, but recognizing wise decisions, moments of kindness, or simply actions that made us feel good about ourselves. These small victories are like steps that, when recognized and valued, strengthen our self-confidence, propelling us towards more achievements in the following days. By focusing our attention on daily victories, we reinforce our constructive thinking patterns. This creates a virtuous cycle where we feel more capable, make more assertive decisions, and consequently achieve more success. Following this nightly ritual, taking time to reflect on gratitude and the day's victories not only connects us with our daily journey, but also nurtures and strengthens our internal confidence, preparing us to face tomorrow's challenges with a more resilient and positive mindset.